program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
And now it's time for the Sports Brawl. Without any further ado, here are your hosts, Cece and Keith.
Oh my God.
Welcome, everybody, to another exciting edition of the Sports Bras, the number one sports podcast in Brendan, Texas, number two in Louisville. I am, of course, your host, CC, always alongside with my buddy Keith. And Keith,
Yes.
how you feeling?
Not very good.
Keith is not feeling very good, but he's going to be like Jordan in Game 5 in the NBA Finals in Utah. And he's going to fight through this, and he's going to hit the game-winning shot, and he's going to come through. And this is Keith's flu game right here.
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm throwing up a bunch of bricks right now, bro.
Hey, you know it's bad when Keith is not feeling good, when he doesn't have the official drink of the Sports Bras. That is, of course, Monster Energy. And he does have one, but he's barely sipping it. Yes, he is sipping it. He is sipping it. Oh,
Probably the worst thing I could do is drink a Monster right now. But hey, when you're addicted, you're addicted.
When you're addicted, you're addicted. That's right. That's right. We got a great show coming up for you guys here. We, of course, have Radical Rick and Liberal Larry on the show today. Can we pull the Christmas miracle off and get these two complete opposites on the same page? We're going to have to wait and see.
My crystal ball says not likely.
Not like, well, we'll have to wait and see, yeah. But Radical Rick and Liberal Larry will be on the show today. Also, we will have the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, on today as he gets ready for the big game this weekend against the Philadelphia Eagles. That's going to be awesome. We also have a special call-in or recording from Tommy Locke himself as he gets you ready for the games this week.
About time.
Yeah, about time. Yeah, he's a busy man. He's running Vegas.
That's true.
Yeah. And we got a special appearance, the first appearance today in any radio whatever. We got the very first appearance today of one baby Luca.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you book that one, bro?
Don't worry about that. I got it. All right. I got connections. So later on, we will have the debut of baby Luca. But first, we must talk about what happened last week in college football. So without further ado, here we go.
Nope.
Well, we kind of predicted it last week, kind of. There was my prediction was Florida State was going to lose. They end up winning, but they're still out of the college football playoffs. We'll get there. We'll get to that in just a second. As we talk about last week's championship games, we'll start with the Big 12 championship as number 7 Texas defeats number 19 Oklahoma State 49-21. They bump up to number 4 now, Texas that is, and they are in the college football playoffs. Actually, they went to number 3. So they are in the college football playoffs, and we'll get to that in just a second. Now, one of the greatest troll jobs, I don't know if you saw Game Day last week, but they had it in Atlanta, Georgia for the SEC championship game. And Pat McAfee just trolled the Georgia Bulldog fans. And let me play this audio for you real quick. It's greatness. Here we go.
Pretty good.
29 straight wins, back-to-back national champions. What's that coming down the track? It's the Mean Machine in the red and black. Nothing finer in the land. Than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan.
Huh?
Go Dogs.
What?
Go Dogs.
Go dog. Here it comes.
Give me Alabama.
That was a total sports bros move right there, bro.
Alabama.
I saw that live, and I'll be real with you. That was pretty freaking hilarious.
Yeah, it was, because he had them all hyped up and then just kicked them right in the
Hey, I like him on the game day,
I do
man.
too,
I think
yeah.
he's funny, bro.
He's
I
greatness.
think Pat McAfee's legit.
He's a national treasure for sure.
Yeah, he's good, man.
Yeah. So Alabama defeats number 1 Georgia 27-24, and the Georgia fans were not having it.
We won! Roll Tide! Hey, better luck next year, guys.
Fuck you!
Pussy fat fuck you. Oh, no. Cancel. We won.
Cousin
Hey, better luck next year, guys.
shut the fuck up.
I was being a good sport. Hey, good game. I beat the fuck out of you. You won't do shit, pal. Keep walking. Better luck next year, ladies.
Hey!
Roll Tide. Just because you got 10 bodies this week doesn't make you a 10.
Damn.
That's not nice. She didn't deserve that.
She deserved all the smoke. Hey, I would say good game, but better luck next year.
See you in a month.
Hey, thanks for hosting us, ladies. Hey, can I get a Roll Tide?
Get the fuck out of my face.
Hey, it's a proud day to be a Bama fan. Roll Tide. Hey, thanks for hosting, guys.
Punch you in the face.
You won't do shit. Keep walking, pal. Hey, thanks for hosting us, ladies.
Shut the fuck up.
Man, a lot of butt hurt right there, bro.
Well, you got to give it to Georgia, man. It was very impressive streak. 28 straight wins. Yeah. I mean, they held in there with Alabama. Like I said last week, the momentum was on Alabama's side for sure. And I mean, they're just on another level right now. I mean, if I would have said this game was set up for like a month ago, I would have totally took Georgia in that game.
Yeah,
but sure. It's a different team that Alabama is right now. Yeah, they did. And
that win a week ago was huge, bro.
It was
the one
in Auburn.
Auburn win was huge, and they're riding on that. I still don't think they're the better team. I don't think the better team won. I honestly don't. I think Georgia is the better team. But look, it's college football, man. It's a coin toss. You got to show up and win. Every week it's a coin toss, man.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Big Ten championship as Michigan handles up on Iowa, 26-0. That wasn't even a game.
I watched it and I felt so bored the entire game, bro.
Yeah,
I don't like that style of ball, man. I don't like that style.
I don't either. And the ACC championship, of course, Florida State defeats Louisville 16-6. So, with that said, you were thinking Florida State's in. They won the championship, you know?
You would think.
Not so fast.
Yeah, Lee Corso.
As Lee Corso would say, as the committee picks the 4 teams in the college football playoffs. Number 1, Michigan. Number 2, Washington.
Got it.
Number 3, Texas. Number 4, Alabama. So here's your matchups for the playoffs. In the Rose Bowl, you have number 1, Michigan against number 4, Alabama. And in the Sugar Bowl, you have number 2, Washington versus number 3, Texas.
Yeah.
Did Florida State get screwed?
They did, man. I hate to say it, but we say this every year, man, and this is why they're expanding the playoffs. Because one team gets screwed every single year. At least one team gets screwed every year. I don't know how you go undefeated and not make it.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And it sucks because you have a bunch of guys on there that played their asses off, and some of them are seniors not coming back. You know, this is their one chance opportunity, and you think you're in the bag, and you know you bust your ass all season, you stay undefeated. Your star quarterback goes out with a nasty knee injury, but you still prevail, and you continue to win, and then the committee says,
nah, we don't like that name.
No, we don't like that. We don't like that, but we need an SEC team in. Is that what it was? Is that what it was? They couldn't go in the playoffs without an SEC team?
Yeah, that's it. And it benefited my Longhorns, man, so I'm having a hard time being super upset about it. But the true football fan inside of me knows that Florida State got screwed on this deal.
Yeah.
Flat out. I mean,
they did.
A lot of people I've heard making comments saying, oh, well, Florida State would get rolled by 30 by Bama, or they get rolled by 40 by Texas. How do you know? The team went undefeated. They lost their starting quarterback and found ways to win.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot tell me that team is going to go into the stadium and get rolled by any of these other teams. But they'll never know.
They'll never know.
will
Right.
know because they got screwed on this deal.
Yep, they did. It's a shame.
But
you know, so the only thing that Florida State can do now is go. They're facing Georgia, and they can go in there and just put a beating on them. But you know, Georgia did lose that heartbreaker against Alabama, so I don't know if they're going to be all hokey dokey.
Bro, can you imagine the uproar if Florida State beats down Georgia? And I mean a convincing win, a 25-7 type game. They beat them down. Oh, man. The critics are going to be so pissed because you actually left one of the best teams out of this playoff, and you put in a Bama team that I know they beat Georgia. I don't know that they're worthy to be there.
Yeah.
And as much as I love my Longhorns, they had some games where they didn't look very good either this year, man. And I know they only lost one game, but Florida State lost none.
Yeah.
I don't know how it doesn't equate. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe it has to do with the strength of schedule. The conference is kind of weak, especially on the Florida and the ACC. You know, Clemson wasn't as dominant as everybody thought they're going to be. You know,
Central Florida all over again.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely Central Florida. The Heisman Trophy is going to be the Heisman Trophy winner is going to be announced today. Here are your finalists for the Heisman Trophy. You got Jaden Daniels, a QB out of LSU. Michael Penix Jr., the favorite, Washington quarterback. Bo Nix from Oregon and Marvin Harrison Jr. from Ohio State. Actually, the favorite to win right now, minus 1,400, is Jaden Daniels, the LSU quarterback. He's the favorite to win.
He had a great season, but
he did have a great season.
I think they put a lot of emphasis on records. They put a lot of emphasis on where you're at. Did you make the playoffs? I think that eliminates a handful of those guys right off the bat. I think Penix wins this thing hands down, man.
Yeah, is that your go-to, Michael Penix?
I think Harrison had a better season than all those guys. Personally,
I think Harrison had a better season last year than he did this year. I mean, this year he still was balling out, but last year, I think last year was his season. But
I think Penix probably takes this one home, especially if they come out. Well, I don't know, man. It's tough to say. Penix had a really, really good season. If you go back and watch film on this guy, he played pretty much lights out every game, dude. He carried a Washington team that, in my opinion, is kind of middle of the pack type team. But his leadership, what he brought to the table, they do not make the playoffs. They do not run the table without this kid.
Right.
So I think Penix is the forefront winner of this one. But
now,
we'll see.
I did some research on the Heisman Trophy, of course, and man, there's a list out there of greats who have never won the Heisman Trophy. Bro, let me lay this list out to you. Let me ask you this. Who comes to mind when the first name that comes to your mind where it says this person should have won the Heisman?
Gosh, I don't know.
I can tell you one right now. He's from Texas.
Vince Young?
Yep. Vince Young that year should have won the Heisman. That's the first one that popped in my mind was Vince Young.
Yeah.
But he did go on to win the national champion, probably one of the greatest college games of all time.
And who won that Heisman that year? And they had to give it back?
Reggie Bush.
There you go.
Yeah. So here's we said Vince Young, but here's some other notable ones here. 1995, Tommy Frazier, the quarterback from Nebraska. He was second behind Eddie George of Ohio State.
I mean, but Eddie George
had a hell of a year. But yes, Tommy Frazier should have won a Heisman. Deshaun Watson, that year he had with Clemson, he did not win. You know who won the Heisman that year?
Let me think for a second. Hold on. Let me think for a second. Clemson, who was playing? Was it? No. I would say probably Alabama quarterback.
You are right.
Is it? It's not. JJ McCarron?
You are correct.
Is that right? Look at me, bro. Look, I know football, man.
All right. Darren McFadden, running back, Arkansas. He had a great year that year, and he was. Let me see who won that. He won the Doak Walker Award for the best running back in that year, but I don't know who won that year.
I don't know. I remember that season though. He did have a baller season.
Here's one that really surprised me. I really thought this guy had a Heisman. Peyton Manning.
No, he did not win that year.
Yeah.
You know who won that year?
Who?
A safety.
Charles Woodson.
There you go.
Yep. Andrew Luck did not win a Heisman.
He lose it to Oh man, I remember that. I remember them up there on the stage. He lost to
You cute.
what? Huh?
You cute.
Oh, Cam Newton. That's right. That's right, man. But Cam Newton had a great season that year
Yeah.
too, though, bro. Like
Yeah.
he really did.
Dominican Sue.
Oh man, who won it that year? I remember Dominican Sue had a freaking ridiculous season.
That was the Derrick Henry year.
There you go. There you go. Well, Derrick Henry, man, dude.
Yeah.
He was
And
good.
Michael Vick did not win the Heisman in 1999. Do you know who won that Heisman?
Hold on, let me think real quick. In '99.
I can't believe Vic did not win that Heisman, dude.
It's
That's one of the
probably a-
more heartbreaker ones. It's like, dude, he brought that school out of nowhere. No one knew Virginia Tech until Michael Vick stepped on that field.
Man, I'm trying to think. 99? I bet it was a white quarterback.
No, it was a running back.
In 99?
Mm-hmm. Wisconsin.
Tell me, because I'm drawing a
Ron
blank.
Dane.
Oh man, Ron Dane.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was a good player too, but Michael Vick probably should have won that year.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Listen, brother, it's Tagovailoa.
Whatever.
Who did he lose to that year?
EA Sports. It's
Kyler
in the
Murray?
game. Yep.
Man,
Mm-hmm. Adrian Peterson did not win a Heisman, and he had a
probably lost.
monster year at
probably lost to a
Oklahoma.
quarterback.
He did lose to a quarterback.
Give me the team.
Trojans.
Was it Matt Leinart?
It was Matt Leinart.
I was gonna guess Matt Leinart too, bro.
Mhm. So there you go.
That's nice. That's a lot of these.
A lot of
players. Look,
great names on that list, and never won a Heisman. That Peyton Manning one, it blew my mind because I could have swore
no,
he won
man.
one.
I knew that one. I actually watched the whole documentary about Peyton Manning, and they talked about how he kind of got screwed that year on that one. But Charles Woodson, he was incredible that
Oh,
season
yeah.
too, man. With Michigan, that guy balled out. Like he was the first defensive player, I believe, to win.
I think
the
he's
Heisman.
still the only
He's still
defensive
the only-
player.
yeah, there you go. Worthy of it too, man. But yeah, Manning was dominant. Manning already had that cranium working on a different level, man. Like he was something else in college.
Yeah.
If you have not seen like shots of Peyton Manning when he was in college, go back and look him up. This guy was incredible.
Yeah, he was. Absolutely.
And he brought it straight into the NFL. I mean, he didn't have success early on, but that was because it's a transition type thing. But look at what he did in his career, man. He is the brain of the NFL.
Definitely has that forehead for it.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get the owner of the Dallas Cowboys on the show. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jerry Jones. Where is he? Jerry?
Hey, Jerry.
Jerry? Jerry? Where you at?
Jerry.
Where's he at?
Is he
Jerry?
on?
Jerry? Oh, there he is. Hello, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry.
Sorry about that, boys. I had a technical difficulty. Well, thank you for having me on the show today. Well, thanks for showing up on the show today there, Jerry. And big game coming up ahead here against the Philadelphia Eagles, Sunday Night Football. How excited are you, sir? Well, I tell you what, I'm excited like a pig in the pig pen. You know what I mean? Shoo-wee, I'm ready to roll. And, it's going to be a big game. And this is going to be a factor point. This is going to tell you what kind of team this Dallas Cowboys going to be. Are we going to be a 500 team or limping in the playoffs? Or are we going to go in there and steamroll right into the NFC? Well,
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
spot on.
Coach McCarthy had emergency appendix surgery on Thursday, and he's saying he's going to be on the sidelines. What are your thoughts on McCarthy? How's his health right now? Well, I just talked to Coach McCarthy, and he's good. He's already been eating some of the finest hospital steaks over there up there, and he says he's ready to go and he's ready to be on the sideline. And that just tells you the toughness and the mentality of Coach Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
true.
absolutely,
that is
man.
True. Man, it's been crazy this past couple of weeks with, it's kind of weird to see the Cowboys play on 2 straight Thursday nights, and with this 10-day rest coming up against the Eagles, how focused is the team? I mean, it's one thing to be off a week and then and get ready for a big game, but man, 10 days, that takes a lot, and especially around the holidays. Like, how does you or Coach McCarthy keep this team motivated? Well, it all starts at the top, and Mike McCarthy, Coach McCarthy, he's been making sure that these boys stay focused and maintain the main goal, which is to take on the Philadelphia Eagles and get that W. And I have all confidence in the world that Mike McCarthy will get this team ready, and we'll go out and do the thing. Oh, well, that's true.
Hey, Jerry,
go
I
ahead.
got a question for you. Hey, what's going to be the key to stopping Jalen Hurts this weekend? Like, what do you think is going to be the thing that pushes the Cowboys over the edge, that gets y'all to the point where you can win this game and stop Jalen Hurts? Will it be your front four? Will it be the secondary? Or will it be the offense just outscoring them? How do we beat this Eagles team?
Well, the best thing we can beat Jalen Hurts, and the 49ers kind of put the blueprint on it last week, and this is the genius behind Dan Quinn, and this is why I wanted Dan Quinn to be our defensive coordinator, is if you push Jalen Hurts to the outside, he has nothing to do. He wants nothing to do with the ball. He throws it away, or he's going to run out of bounds. If our defensive front pushes Jalen Hurts to the outside, I feel like we're going to have a really, really good performance for our defense. But that's how you stop them. You got to stop them. You got to push them to the outside.
All right, good answer. I agree with you.
Totally. A lot of MVP talk for Dak this coming. I mean, his last 2 performances, outstanding.
Yep.
It was kind of a slow start for him, but he's progressing and he's getting better by the week. How do you feel? How confident are you on Dak? Let's say if the Cowboys make it to NFC Championship game, how confident are you to have Dak Prescott step on the field in San Francisco and win an NFC Championship? What is your confidence in Dak? Well, I mean, Dak is a unique player. He's one of the top premier quarterbacks in the NFL going today. And that's why he wears that Walter Payton patch on his sleeve, very proud. He is a man of the people, and I'm proud that he represents a star, and he's just been so great this year. And if he doesn't win the MVP, it would be a travesty to the sport. And I think he's had one hell of a season. My confidence for Dak Prescott stepping on the field in San Francisco during the NFC Championship game, if that happens, is 100%. You can guarantee that. Wow.
Right on.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look, I've had some bad things to say about Dak, Mr. Jones, but I'll be honest with you. The guy has played incredible. He's absolutely worthy of the MVP, and I think he's on a different level this year. I think we're going to see a different mode of Dak Prescott in the playoffs.
Well,
I agree with what
you're exactly right, RJ. Dak, he's a true leader. When you look up the word leader in the dictionary, you're going to see Dak Prescott's face right next to it. Well, there it is. All right.
Awesome.
Well, Jerry, I appreciate you once again coming on the show and talking to us for a little bit. And any Christmas wishes you would like to have before we let you go? There's only one thing, boys, and that's another Super Bowl. That's right. Here we go. All right,
Yep.
Jerry. Well, thank you for joining us again, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah, boys, I appreciate it, and let's go Cowboys and Tolo, baby. Let's Sean and RJ. Yeah. All right, boys. Have a good one.
All right. Thanks.
The owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones. Well, there
Whatever.
we go. Whatever.
Just,
Before we get to the NFL picks, let's go ahead and get to Tommy Locke's picks, as he has a little something for us. Here we go.
yeah, let's hear it.
And now for your sports picks and your sports needs to make the money in your pocket, here is the official Sports Bras contributor, Mr. Tommy Locke.
Hey, what's going on, you jamokes? Long time no see, huh? Yeah, I was looking over these games this morning and I thought, well, I sure haven't talked to the Bras in a while, so boom, here I am. Let me give you some games I like coming up so you boys can make some money. This Sunday, I really like Tampa Bay plus the 2 versus Atlanta. 2 of the shittiest teams I ever seen. One of them's got to win, right? So let's take the points. Also, you got Dallas facing off against Philly. You know how I feel about the Cowboys. I think they take care of business finally, and they beat Jalen Hurts in the tush push. Let's go Cowboys. And the one you're not going to like, CC, I'm telling you, it's coming. Give me Buffalo over the Kansas City Chiefs. Buffalo bounces back.
What?
And they make a run to get into the playoffs. I know you boys have got to be excited about these college games, too.
Oh.
So here we go.
Little bonus.
You all going to like it, but here it comes. Give me Bama to knock off Michigan and Texas to beat Washington. And I got Texas winning it all this year.
Wow.
Baby. Let's go Longhorns.
Hook 'em
horns.
horns.
All right, he did. Yeah, baby. Anyways, got to get back to work, fellas. So I'll holler at you when I get a minute. Go Cowboys. Go Longhorns. Yeah, buddy.
Wow. There it is. Tommy Locke predicting not only the football games, but he gave us a bonus of the college football playoffs.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Wow. I mean, look, dude, I hope it comes true, but Texas to win it all, it's all right. It was different. It wasn't a very good Matthew McConaughey impression.
Well, yeah.
Oh, well.
All right, let's get into the NFL week. What is it, 14? Yeah, week 14. Right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. All right, so we're going to start off what Tommy said this first game. The Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons are 2.5-point favorites. Over under 40.5. Tommy said take the Bucs in this one, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like it.
You like it?
I don't normally agree with the guy, but I like it. I think Tampa Bay is going to win this game somehow. Atlanta's terrible, but the record is 6-6. It makes no sense.
They're first in the South.
That's so sickening.
Oh, bleh.
Tampa Bay, man. Give me the Bucs.
Yeah, I like it. The Lions 3-point favorites at the Bears. Over under is 42.5. Is this a Lions redemption game here?
I think not, bro. I think Chicago's going to win this game.
What?
I do it every week. I don't know why I keep believing in these kids. I think Chicago bounces back, man. I think they're a good team. I'm sorry. No, I don't know, man. 9-3 Detroit. No, give me Chicago. I'm going to roll with it, man. Give me the 3. I think Chicago loses this game by 3 points. So
I'm going to take the Lions in plus, 10. I think they're going to take them out pretty hard. The Colts taking on the Bengals. Bengals are 2-point favorites. Over-under is 43.5. You got Brownie versus Minshew. What do you have in this one?
Brownie looked pretty good.
Brownie looked really good on Monday night.
I'll give him a little bit of credit. Look, and if that Cincinnati team wants to hang around and make a playoff push, they got to win this game. Like, they have to. 6-6. I have a hard time believing that the Colts just lay down and lose this game, but I'm gonna take Cincinnati minus the 2 this week. I'm gonna step up and I'm gonna say, yeah, Bengals. Give me the Bengals in this one as well. I like it. I keep taking the Colts every week and they disappoint me,
I
man.
know.
So I have to take the
what
Bengals
it is.
this week. I do know exactly what it is.
Really?
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor Thomas being out, man.
Jaguars take on the Browns. Browns are 3-point favorites. Over under 32.5. Sunshine is not playing as he rolled his ankle on Monday night.
I don't know. I heard he might be starting still.
Even if he is, he can't move around with that. You saw that injury, right?
I saw it.
There's no way he's going to be able to run around on that ankle.
Listen, if Shane Falco is starting for Cleveland, give me the Browns. All right, that dude looked pretty damn good, man.
Pretty damn good for a replacement.
Say what you want to say about old Joe Flacco. but the guy still can hum it, man. Like he still throws one of the best deep balls I've ever seen, bro.
That's true.
Give me Cleveland to somehow win this by a field goal.
I'm gonna take Cleveland with you on this one, man. I don't know what the weather condition is gonna be, but it's
Rainy.
in Cleveland. I'm sure it's gonna be nice and cold for Jacksonville, who are not used to that kind of weather. And Sunshine's ankle's probably gonna swell up because of the cold. Yeah,
Man.
give me the Browns.
Oh, God, I can't believe a year ago I would not have been saying this.
Right.
Give me Browns.
Panthers officially eliminated from the playoffs, taking on the Saints. Saints are 5-point favorites, 37.5 over
First
under.
Let me just say this.
5 points is too much for the Saints. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you, bro. Carolina was eliminated before the season started. Okay, they didn't even have to play a game. To know
Yeah,
that
they were eliminated when they chose Bryce Young
Bryce
over
Young.
C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, 6 or 5.5, 6 is a lot for the Saints. Here's how the Saints win it. I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. They got to start the right quarterback.
Yeah.
It's got to be Jameis Winston, man.
It's got to be Jameis Winston.
It's got to be Jameis Winston, bro. I'm telling you, he gives you the best shot of winning, man. I know he throws picks. He gives you the best chance to win. He eats dubs, bro. That's what he does, man. Give me Jameis Winston and the Saints. If the Saints start Derek Carr, give me Carolina plus the 6. Terrible.
Love it. That's terrible. Man. I don't know, man. I'm still back and forth on this one. If there's a sideline chain guy on the sidelines, just watch out. That's all I'm saying.
Man.
Did you see that nasty, gruesome injury?
I saw it live when it happened, bro.
But kudos to Alvin Kamara. I know he hasn't had the best season so far, but he did stay with the guy that he ran over and make sure that he had the right medical treatment. Then he sent him a package that included a signed jersey, a helmet, and kind of like some tickets to a game in the future. And so kudos to him. He didn't have to do that.
Box seats, so he had to be down on the field.
Get him the handicap spot.
Oh my! He'll have it for at least 6 months. I can tell you that much. Holy shit, that was gross. Poor fella.
Texans 3.5-point favorites taking on the Jets. Jets. 33.5-point over under.
God damn, man, that Jets defense is good, dude.
I think
they give CJ Stroud some problems this weekend.
Really?
I really do. But I'm a firm believer in that Houston team. I think they're good.
I think they're really good.
I think the Jets lose this game by a field goal. I'm going to take the Jets plus the 3.5 this week.
Okay.
I thought I'd never say that in my life, man.
Yeah, you're still taking the Texans to win, which I can respect.
I am.
That. Yeah.
Barely though.
Yeah, and I don't blame you on that one. They are on the road. 33.5 over under that just tells you it's just going to be
low scoring, man.
Yeah. Field goal kickers, get ready. Rams taking on the Ravens. Ravens are 7.5-point favorites. Over unders 44.5.
Seems like a lot, man.
I know you love your Rams for some reason.
It's not that I love the Rams. I just think that their offense is good enough to hang around with anybody in the NFL. I really do. I know you're not really believing in Stafford this year. I get it, bro. And they're 6-6. They haven't really shown us much. But man, Nakua, Cooper Kupp, these guys can go off any game, man.
Did you just name a Mario character?
Nakua. I didn't say Koopa. I said Nakua.
Oh, I thought you said Koopa Troopa.
No, Cooper Kupp.
Oh.
And Nakua.
Oh.
Listen, brother.
Listen.
They both can go off, man. And honestly, Williams, the running back, he's a top 5 guy, in my opinion. I think if they can get rolling and get Baltimore's defense on their heels, they jump out to an early lead. 7.5 is too much, in my opinion. I don't think the Baltimore's offense is that explosive. So give me the Rams plus the 7.5.
Okay. This is going to be a game that I think Lamar needs. I think he wants this game because this is a lot of people are not talking about Lamar as a should as far as like MVP talks and him leading the team. So this could be a game for him to just bump up the stats. And I think this is going to be the game for him because Rams defense is struggling. And this is a perfect opportunity for Lamar just to run all over and just pad those stats up. So
You might be right, bro.
I'm going to take the Ravens on this one.
Okay.
Vikings and the Josh Dobbs
Raiders.
taking on the Raiders of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Vikings are 3-point favorites. Over under is 40.5. Vikings.
Dude. If the Vikings want any shot at making a playoff run, they have to win this game.
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah.
And Vegas, on the other hand,
Because
like,
guess
look,
what? Like it or not, the Packers are sneaking.
I know it.
The Packers are there. So a lot of
They're on
people
a
didn't
bye.
say that at the beginning of the season, but the Packers are there. So
Oh man, this is a tough game to pick.
yeah, it
I
is.
guess you got to take Minnesota, right? You'd like to think that Dobbs can do enough to beat this Raiders team. Boy, I could see Crosby feasting though. I could see Crosby having 6 sacks in this game, man, for real. I think Minnesota's got to get their run game going if they want to win this game. They need to dominate time possession. They need to run the ball. They need to pick up. They need to get into the short third down situations to win this game.
Mhm.
I'm gonna roll with Minnesota to barely win this game by 4. Give me the Vikings. Skull. Yeah, go Vikings.
I like it. Seahawks taking on the 49ers. 49ers 11-point favorite. You heard me right. 11-point favorite.
Just so you know, Vegas
45
now
minutes.
has it. Vegas now has it at minus 13. So
Oh, wow.
it's a 2-point jump since it opened
Geno
up on
Smith
Thursday.
getting no love. What do you think?
I'm telling you right now what I think.
You
I
do
think
it.
Seattle. I think
Hang on.
Seattle outright wins this game.
Hang on.
Give me it. Give me the sound. It's the lock. It's the lock of the week. You can take the points if you want. I'm taking Seattle to outright win this game. Look, man, we've watched so many games where a team gets on a super high and they go and they beat a number 1 ranked team. They play lights out. You think, oh my God, this team is legit. They're the real deal. They lost to the Cleveland Browns, bro. They lost to the Cleveland Browns.
You're right. You're right.
They can lose to a Seattle team that can expose that secondary if Geno plays Geno-style football, bro. He has got to be accurate. You got to get a big game from Metcalf and Lockett. But I think it starts with getting Charbonnet moving in that backfield for Seattle. And I think Seattle's front can slow McCaffrey down enough to force Brock Purdy to beat them through the air. I look for Seattle to win this game. Now, I may be way wrong. I might be so super wrong. I look ridiculous. But you and I both know, what does Seattle and San Fran do twice every year? They play each other hard knock, lights out, low scoring type games. 13 points is too many. Give me Seattle with the points at the least. I'm taking them outright to win this one.
Yes, I like it. I'm with you on that one. And of course, Cowboy fans are rooting for the Seahawks as well as we try to get that number 1 seed.
That's part of why.
Bills at the Chiefs. This is going to be a good one. Chiefs are 1-point favorite. 49.5 over under. This is probably going to be the game of the week.
I would say so.
Yeah, they're always good. Last couple of years, these games have been good between the Bills and the Chiefs.
I think the game of the week is Dallas and Philly, but the second game of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, dude, I hate to do this, but I agree with Tommy Locke. I do. I think Buffalo wins this game outright. I think that they actually beat Kansas City pretty convincingly this week. And I think that this is what starts their run getting back into the playoffs right now. Give me the Buffalo Bills, bro. You think what you want, man, but I'm telling you, the last time I picked the Bills to roll somebody, they went and rolled somebody. And I'm telling you, bro, this Bills team, even though they've lost some bad games, they are a good football team. They're a good football team, and Kansas City to me has not shown me what their identity is. And I've seen Texas Tech Mahomes a few weeks now. Give me Buffalo with a couple of turnovers in this game, and Buffalo to outright beat the Kansas City Chiefs. There's a reason why Vegas has them at a pick.
Yeah,
because they're even in their opinion. Give me the Bills.
Is Taylor Swift going to be in attendance?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't help or hurt them in any
No,
way.
it does. It does
Bills.
because if she's in attendance, that's gonna hurt the Chiefs, and the Bills are gonna win.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm glad you agree. Finally, we're on the same page.
I hate to say it, but she's bringing the Chiefs down, and I think Patrick would agree. But last 2 times he's been on the show, he's I think he got in trouble last time. So
Yeah, he probably won't be back for a while.
yeah. Broncos at the Chargers. Chargers are 2.5-point favorites. Over under is 43.5. I don't get this one considering they beat New England last week 6-0.
Yes.
Good
Chargers,
God.
man.
Give me
What
the
is
Broncos
wrong?
in this one. I don't care about the Chargers anymore. The Chargers are not good, and I'm telling you right now, this is it's just gross. This game to me is gross.
Give me Denver. I'll ride with you. I don't care either way, but give me Denver, I guess.
You're starting to piss me off, you little
Look,
piddly son of a bitch.
Look, get pissed off at Kellen Moore, not me, Herbert. Okay.
Terrible.
Hey, mostly
Terrible.
Terrible.
How do you play that game against New England and score 6 points,
Ugh,
9 points,
just
whatever
gross.
it was? Yeah, don't.
That
Denver has to be.
should have been played in London. They
That
would
was
have
like a
loved it
soccer.
there.
That was a soccer score.
They would have loved that one.
Get out of here.
And
man.
of course, the Sunday night football game, the game of the week, the Eagles, ELGLES, taking on the Cowboys. Cowboys are 3.5-point favorites. The over-under is at 51.5. Woo! It's a lot of points. Is it
Taking
going to be a
the money
shootout, or is this going to be a blowout?
Give me the money line. Dallas will barely win this game. I think Dallas wins this game, though. I really do. I'm not just saying it as a homer. I'm saying it as somebody that watches a lot of football.
Yeah.
I think Dallas is the better team. I think they should have won the first time they played them. The key to winning this game is you cannot fall behind.
Well,
you
it's
cannot
like
fall behind in this game.
Well, it's like Jerry said in our interview earlier, like, you know, I think the 49ers laid the blueprint out. You force Jalen Hurts to the outside, and he doesn't know what to do. And that's exactly what the 49ers defense do. And if I know Dan Quinn's a freaking defensive genius. Like, he knows what to do. And I guarantee you he will push Micah Parsons and the defense over to that side and force Jalen Hurts. They're not as good as they were last year. And I think the 49ers definitely exposed that last week. And this is the real Eagles team. And I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to win this game.
Look, I agree with a lot of what you said. I do. But with the same way you say that San Fran exposed them, let's be real. Seattle kind of exposed our secondary, and they showed how.
Oh, San Fran exposed us too earlier this week too.
Right.
Remember?
I guess my
this
thing
year.
is Seattle has a big guy over there named DK Metcalf. Well, Philadelphia has AJ Brown, similar players.
Devontae Smith.
Okay, similar style. They got a Tyler Lockett and a DK Metcalf, and they've got AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, mirror images of each other's.
Yeah.
They exposed the Cowboys secondary and showed how you can beat these guys in one-on-one matchups. If their offensive line holds up, I worry about our secondary being able to contain these guys for longer than a few seconds. It all starts up front with the pass rush. They have got to get Jalen Hurts off his spot. They have to. It's the only way that they win this game. They got to get him outside. I like what you said earlier about that. They got to get him moving around, and they got to force him to throw the ball out of bounds or run out of bounds. That's how they beat him in this game. If you let the guy sit in the pocket, as much as I don't think Jalen Hurts is a pure passer, I think he's good enough to chunk it up to A.J. Brown and him go up and beat one of our guys. I really do think that. I love my Cowboys, but I keep it real. The secondary is probably the weakest spot. Even though they've had a bunch of turnovers, one-on-one covers for them, they get exposed. They're undersized a little bit. Now, Gilmore will probably be shadowing A.J. Brown the entire day if I had to guess. So I feel good about that. I worry more about Devontae Smith getting open on quick slants. I could worry about him doing long crossing, little post corner routes. I worry a little bit about that. I think overall the Cowboys find a way to win this game. Will it be more than 3.5? I don't know. That's why I say take the money line, Dallas straight up. Bets are going to start pouring in on the Cowboys. That's what we do here in Dallas. We take our team in when we know they're not going to win. So I look, if you want to get a good money line, take it right now, because if you wait till tomorrow, it's going to jump. Just saying. Is that who I think it is?
Uh-oh.
Oh, man, he's here.
Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Sports Bros podcast, Mr. Fantasy Football God.
Oh, gosh.
Hello, boys. How is everything doing?
It's going well, Fantasy Football God. I don't know if you've noticed, but your boys are probably going to make it into playoffs this year.
I am what, let's just get one thing perfectly clear. You boys didn't make it. I helped you along the way.
What? How so? I've got a 7-6 record. I've clinched the spot, man. All I gotta do is just make a run when I get in the playoffs. And
make a run into the playoffs. Look, the fact that you two boys went head to head against each other and took a doo-doo on the game, and CC somehow squeaked out a victory is beyond me.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of luck. But either way, if you look at it, we're kind of like the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. We're in that division. You know what I mean? Like, all it takes is a 500 record and you make it in.
Aren't you
kidding me right
now? You're comparing your fantasy football team to the Carolina Dump or the New Orleans Aints? Boys, I'm here to motivate you. This is the playoffs. You guys are in the playoffs. Do not disappoint me.
All right, I won't.
Yeah, well, sorry, fantasy football god. But look, we are in the last week of the season before the playoffs. I am taking on Keith's fiance, and she's already eliminated, so I think I'm good there. I need a victory there, but my boy Keith, he's facing off against one of my competitors that I need to lose so I can get that number one spot and I can get that bye week. So I'm relying a lot on my boy Keith to take the victory out. What do you think, fantasy football god? one hand and you know what the other, CC. Don't rely on your boy so much because he thinks he knows what his team is capable of, has done nothing but thrown a big deuce on this season.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see, fantasy football guy. When I'm hoisting the trophy at the end of the season, we'll see how confident you feel about your statements. I know I got a solid team, man. And you know what? For my homeboy, I'm taking down my father-in-law this weekend so we can have the number one spot.
Yeah,
right?
I need a bye week. Week. Jesus, boys, you have no idea what you're getting yourself into. No, nor do you ever know what you're talking about half the time. But the fantasy football god is here to help you, and I promise you one thing. One of you boys is going to win the championship this year. Who is it going to be? Me. We'll see. Fantasy football guy, thank you for coming in and motivating us, I guess. I don't know. But thank you once again for coming in and patronizing us, fantasy football god. Anytime, boys, and don't ever forget, you are never as good as me, the fantasy football god. Till next week, boys, may God have mercy on your fantasy football team. And there he goes.
Very dark today. It's a little bit dark.
That was a little weird. So yeah, fantasy football, our last week of the season. I am currently in second place. I clinched a playoff spot. I am one game behind, as you said, your father-in-law, who you face this week. So I really need you to win this week and help me out. Get me a bye week.
I'll see what I can do, man. Look, I'll tell you what. I may be 7-6 in that league, and yeah, I may have a playoff spot. My work league, I'm 11-2. All right, I'm 11-2, tied for first place. So
I had bad news yesterday as I saw that my running back Isaiah Pachinko is out, and but luckily I picked up Clyde Edwards, and hopefully he can pick up the slack. And
good luck. I think you may need to make some more moves, bro.
I may have to.
Yeah,
I
don't know about that one,
have to.
I don't know about that one.
Should be interesting for sure. But yeah, we are both in the playoffs, and weren't we eliminated? We didn't even make the playoffs last year, didn't we?
It was terrible last year.
Yeah, it was terrible. So for us to be in the playoffs this year is a miracle. So
considering that I had my first four guys go on IR, yeah, I'd say that my team has made strides this season.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do your thing for a second. I'll be right back, okay?
Oh, okay. We'll wait. All right. So this is the NBA talk right now. And as Keithan goes and takes a piss. The in-season finals tournament. I still have no idea what this is, nor it's an in-season tournament. But anyways, the finals are the Lakers taking on the Pacers. That just sounds terrible. But yeah, this in-season play tournament, I don't get it. I'm still haven't gotten it, and I've been trying to read on what exactly it is. I mean, here comes Keith back. Maybe Keith, have we figured out what this in-season tournament is?
No, I kind of looked into it a little bit not too long ago, and I still have no idea what the hell it is.
Well, the finals are going to be tonight as the Lakers take on the Pacers. Oof.
What is going on? Oh, wait, so what do they win?
I think they win money. I don't know. I don't know. Do they get a banner raise?
I don't.
Do they get a ring?
They probably.
Probably.
I don't have a clue about what the hell this in-season tournament is. Didn't even know they were in the middle of it. Awesome.
No.
Go
Well,
Mavs?
huh?
Say go Mavs?
Go. Yeah. Speaking of the Mavs, Luka returns with a headband, and he is a proud father now of a daughter who will be talking to in just a little bit. But he returns in fashion. He had that sweet headband on, but he gets a triple-double before halftime. It's ridiculous. He gets a triple-double in the first half, leading the Mavs past the Jazz, 147-97. That is his 60th career triple-double, passing Larry Bird for 9th place all time.
Absolutely amazing. The guy's incredible.
60th career triple-double. I mean, back in the Jordan era, you never heard of a triple-double.
No.
And the fact that Larry Bird took that his entire career and Luka passed it in, his 4th year?
4 years, yeah.
Yeah, that's impressive. Do you know who leads the all-time in triple-doubles?
LeBron.
Mm-mm.
Kareem.
Mm-mm. Russell Westbrook.
Oh yeah, shit. I
remember he had that season where it was like every game was almost like a triple.
I could have got that, bro. I knew that. I knew
but they are the Mavs are currently in the 5th seed in the West as they have a 12-8 record. Man, it doesn't seem like they played that many games.
No,
but really they've started like 2 months ago. What's this damn in-season tournament is what it is. I'll tell you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you right now. Well, so that's your little NBA talk. But joining us now exclusively on the Sports Bras, the very first interview of Baby Luka. So please welcome to the show, Baby Luka.
Hello, guys. My name is Baby Luka, and thank you for having me on the show.
Wow.
Baby Luka.
That is incredible. Baby Luka, at such a young age, able to speak already. That's awesome.
That is awesome. That is impressive.
Pretty incredible. So how are things at home?
It is great. My father, he is one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He and my beautiful, sexy mother are taking good care of me, and I could not be a happier baby.
That's great news to hear. Have you gotten to watch your dad play a lot this season already?
Yeah. But I've been mostly focusing on my mother's breast milk. It is very tasty. But I have seen some of my father's basketball, how you say, triple-double. That was, I was there watching it, and I fell asleep on my mom's right breast. But I did watch the game, yes.
Oh, wow. That's
impressive.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. Well,
Baby Luka, thank you for coming on to the show, and it's such an honor to have you on here. We're our very first exclusive interview with Baby Luka, and Baby Luka, what was it like to come out into this world and see that your father was the great Luka Doncic?
It was one of the greatest feelings in the world, from where my father comes from, Slovenia. When I came out of my mother's womb, my father, Luka, was there, and he grabbed me like I was a little basketball, and he held me very tight, and he told me that if I do not stop crying, he's going to slam dunk me into the trash can.
Wow.
That's
must be different.
Must be different in Slovenia,
Yeah, I
the
guess
United
so.
States. Any have you been around the Dallas skylines, or it's close to Christmas? I'm sure the Dallas at night is just beautiful. Have you been around any of the areas around downtown Dallas?
Yeah, I've been to the American Airlines Center, and I actually met my father's boss, and he scared the living crap out of me because he looked like a witch. But my father said it's going to be okay, baby Luka. Don't you worry. He won't be around too long. The owners of the casino is going to take him out and bury him in the desert of Las Vegas.
Wow.
Exclusive.
I
Wow.
understand the fear of Mr. Cuban.
Yes.
He's very much witch-like. So
Yes.
I do understand that fear. Wow.
Well,
That's a mouthful.
baby Luka, do you guys, did you and your father, after the NBA season, do you guys plan on going back to his home country and visiting his family?
Yes, my father has once told my very hot mother that during the summer we're going to go to Slovenia, and it's going to be how he said, very boring. But we got to go see family, as he said. But I tell you, the best thing right now is while my father is playing basketball, my grandmother come over, and she is what you call a gilf. And when her and my mom are watching my dad, and they tell me that I'm going to be just as beautiful as them, I cannot wait. I'm going to be an OnlyFans model, and I'm going to make a lot of money, probably more than my dad.
Wow. Okay. Well, your grandmother, yes, is definitely a beautiful woman, Luka's mom, of course, that we're talking about, and your mother as well. So, thank you, baby Luka, for coming on to the show. Any last words before we head out there, baby Luka?
I want to say thank you, Dallas Mavericks, for sending me the baby Luka jersey. I wear it proudly. I have taken a dump on it a couple of times, but that's just what babies do. I had a lot of breast milk that day, and so it was kind of runny. But no, go Mavs, and how you say MFFL or MILF for my mother. Yes, she is very milfy. Thank you guys for having me on. Go Mavs.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right.
Baby
Well,
Luka.
there goes the exclusive baby Luka.
This is the stupidest damn show.
Huh?
This is just absolutely ridiculous.
Well, it's about to get dumber because
great.
the main event is here.
Oh gosh.
We have tracked down two of America's craziest people that we can think of. One on the left side, one on the right side, and they're here together in hopes that they can coexist. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show Radical Rick and Liberal Larry.
Oh Jesus.
Fellas,
Can't be good.
welcome to the show. Rick, we'll start with you. How are you doing today? I tell you what, it's a great day to be American, god dang it. I'm here to tell the people of the world what this world needs. And this world needs what they always need is freedom, the pursuit of happiness, and our guns, most importantly. Ooh. Larry, you got a counter to that?
Well, it's actually not the greatest of days. I passed so many homeless people on the way, and I tried to stop and help all of them, but it's impossible. And it's like the government is doing nothing to try and help them. I went to Whole Foods, and I tried to get so much food for the homeless, and it's just never gonna be enough.
My God, stop crying. Why are you so sensitive? I don't understand it. Why are you so sensitive, Larry? May I ask you that?
Sensitive?
You know what I do when I see homeless people? I motivate them. I say, get off your ass, get a job, and make America great again. That's what I say.
How dare you?
Okay, boys. Okay, time out, boys. Let's start the little debate here. Let's get jeez, I don't know if I can do this. Okay. Let's start with the questions, okay? So, obviously, we got one man in Radical Rick. He's very right wing, and we got Liberal Larry, who's very left side. Okay. So I'm going to ask these debates. Okay. So the presidential election is coming up, fellas. Now, Radical Rick, I'll start with you. Who do you have that's going to run for the Republican side? What kind of question is that? You know who's going to be on that Republican ticket. It's going to be old 45 himself. He never left office. He got voted out. He got forced out, and now it's time for him to come back and make America great. 45's going to come back and make America great. Do I need to say any more? Nope. All right. Well, Liberal Larry, who do you have on the left side of the ticket there?
Well, honestly, they could put just about anybody up against his old 45 with all his felony indictments and all the crime.
Better stop that crap.
I'm just telling it like it is, Radical Rick. Let me explain. Joseph Robinette Biden has done more for this country than any other president I have ever seen in my lifetime.
You kidding me? Let him talk. Let him talk, Rick. Let him talk.
What do you mean? Of course I mean what I'm saying. He has done the CHIP Act. He has helped so many people build themselves up out of poverty. He has helped so many people get back on their feet from this COVID issue where your president handled it terribly, might I add. So you could put either Joseph Robinette Biden in, or we could have Kamala Harris.
Ooh, Rick, do you have a response to that? My God, you guys are drinking the Kool-Aid. I'll tell you that. Let me ask you something there, Liberal. Well, let me get to my point first. All right. Number one, the economy sucks right now because of your Sleepy Joe. Everything is so goddamn high. I can't even fill up my my Cummins diesel on a freaking budget that I'm making. Number two, you're trying to take our guns away, and it ain't gonna happen, fella. All right, this is the pursuit of happiness. Number two, and number three, what are you talking about? Trump didn't handle the COVID issue. He told everybody around the world it came from China, and guess what? It came out the truth. That damn COVID did come from China, Liberal Larry. So if anybody wants to talk about messing up, talk about your Joseph Biden over there. By the way, how's his son doing right now, there, Liberal? Larry, you got a response to that?
You clearly only watch Fox News because the truth clearly is out there that Hunter Biden did nothing wrong. There has been proven that he did nothing wrong. His dad was not involved in that in any way whatsoever, Rick. So for you to accuse him of that, it's just unfair and unjust. And about your guns, why would you need a semi-automatic? What do you need a semi-automatic gun for? I don't understand what these assault rifles could possibly protect you from. Do you think a gang is going to break into your house and steal something from your trailer? I don't think so. I don't think so. And
Wow.
One more thing.
Yes.
Biden economics is doing very well. The unemployment rate is the lowest it's ever been. Ever. Black unemployment is even better than it was under your racist Trump. Okay? So back off, Rick. Back off.
All right. There you go. Wow. Okay. Well, this is getting I don't know if we can get these two together there, Keith. I don't know.
Doesn't sound like it.
Rick, do you have a response to Larry? Well, number one, I don't live in a trailer, okay? Just because you think I wear camo and I carry a gun, I automatically live in a trailer, okay? Let me tell you something, boy. I don't live in a trailer, all right? I live in a 13-acre home with a bunch of land in the back. And, yeah, I do have a semi-automatic gun. You know why? Because these illegals are coming over to our country, stealing our jobs. Not only stealing our jobs, but they're coming in and they're stealing our houses. They're breaking into our homes. So, yeah, I got to protect my land, liberal Larry, okay? So take that. So, yeah, I do need an AR-15, okay? You got anything else you want to say there, smart ass? Whew.
I bet you can tell me who's the greatest NASCAR racer. Tell me.
That's easy. Number 3, Dale Earnhardt. Don't you dare disgrace that man's name.
Prove my point. I proved my point. The king of white trash, of course. Of course you would think. And I'm sure you think the Mexicans are going to take my house. Oh, the Mexicans.
Well, I'll tell you what, Larry. When they break into your house and they steal your stuff and then they rape your partner, because I don't know what who you're dating with.
Now you're being offensive.
And I'm just saying, Larry. Hey, if you're dating a man, that's fine. Whatever. If you got a wife, whatever. That's why I just said partner. Okay, buddy. Now, if they go in there and they take your stuff and they deal with your partner and they mess around with them, then, don't come to me crying about how they took away your freedom. Because I'll tell you what, they wouldn't do that around my house because guess what? I got my AR.
Rick, let me ask you something, Rick, okay? I believe that you guys say the statement all the time, a good guy with a gun is the only thing that can stop a bad guy with a gun. Where were they during the Uvalde shootings, huh? Where were they during all these mass shootings at schools? Huh? Where was the good guy with the gun? Because your police officers were nowhere to be found. Explain to me how an AR is going to stop a criminal that's doing these terrible things to us.
Look, there's one thing that we can't agree on, Larry, okay? I'll tell you this. Uvalde was a tragedy. I will tell you that right now. All right?
And what kind of gun did he have?
He did have an AR. You're right. You're absolutely right. But listen, we all got to come to an agreement, Larry, and this is where we step in and become coexist, all right? We have to stop the school shootings, all right? And it starts...
Stricter gun laws.
What?
Stricter gun laws.
We're not going to strip the gun laws, Larry. That's ridiculous. If no man has a gun, then every criminal around here is going to take advantage of us, and you know that, Larry. Come on, be smart.
So wrong.
What's going to happen? Let me ask you something, Larry. What's going to happen if someone busted in your house and you're sleeping? What are you going to do?
I will tell him calmly, let's sit down and discuss what's going on, because clearly you're having a mental health issue.
You think that's going to work, Larry? You really think that's going to work?
Well, I mean, it could, yes, potentially. We could sit down and have a heart-to-heart and hug it out, and maybe I could help him. Maybe I could loan him some money. Maybe I could say, hey, we got a fridge full of Whole Foods in here. I'll make you a salad, and we'll just make sure that you're able to get back on your feet. I'll put him up in a hotel for the night, and then we'll go from there.
Boy, Larry, we got a long way to go there, buddy. But I'll tell you what, I'll agree with you on this one. All right, Larry, the gun laws definitely need to be changed, and but background checks for sure. All right. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. You should not just hand over a gun to any whack job just because he's got cash money on him. That's ridiculous. All right, I agree with that. I am a good man. and a good solid American, and I can't go in there and just I am a true American, and I have served my country before, and I feel like, huh?
I don't want to take your gun. I don't. I want you to have the freedom to bear arms. The Constitution says that we should. But I think stricter background checks and mental health evaluations prior to purchasing these arms would be a great thing for everybody. Can we agree on that?
I think we can. I think we can, Larry. By God, I didn't think we're going to agree on anything in this damn debate, but I think we can agree on that one.
Rick,
wow.
Can I tell you, I love you.
Well, hey, you're going a little bit too far there, liberal Larry. All right, calm down, buddy. All right, I'll tell you what. Larry, let me tell you this. All right, I'll be more than happy to invite you over to my compound, and if you want to come over and just hang out, we can go back roading. I got some ATVs, and we can go on the trails and have a good old time. If you want to take out and we can do some target practicing, you're more than welcome to come over to my compound, Larry.
Well, as long as you have the right safety precautions and helmets and whatnot for riding on the ATVs, I have no problem with being a guest.
Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I do. Wow, Keith. Wow.
I can't believe it.
I think we broke through.
I think this is a great starting point for us coming together.
That's right. That's right. Well, fellas, thank you for joining us on the show. Please keep us updated. And one last thing before we head out, I will start with you, Rick. Well, boys, I just want to say thank you for having me on the show. It was a great honor, and it's all debates. It can be a little radical, as my name is, Radical Rick, sometimes. But at the end of the day, we all got to come together as one Americans, and I feel like this is a start of something here. But I appreciate you fellas having me on the show, Larry.
Well, I just want to say that I think that if everybody out there would just see everyone without seeing color, then this world would be a much better place. I do believe that for sure. And I just want to say, Rick, I haven't met you personally, but I am really looking forward to becoming friends with you. And I want to introduce you to my husband as soon as we get a chance, because I think you'll like him as well.
Oh boy. Okay. Well,
yikes.
Well, one step at a time there, Larry. All right, but we'll talk about that when you come up to the compound for sure. But thank you guys for having us on for sure. All right, well there they go, Radical Rick and Liberal Larry. Well, we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Before we head out, real quick, Keith, I got some trivia for you. This is a sports/Christmas. Are you ready?
Fuck yeah.
Let me get the music ready here. Where is my oh, what the hell?
Jesus, come on, bro. Even Jordan couldn't make it through this many.
Here we go.
Quarters.
Here we go.
All right, come on.
All right, Keith. In the movie Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they accidentally leave Kevin behind?
In which one?
The first one.
Oh, man.
I'll give you some multiple choices. Okay. Is it A, Paris, B, Miami, C, New York, or D, London?
I think it's Miami.
The first one.
Well, in the second one, he ended up in New York, but I'm trying to remember if that's where they were going in the first one. I'm going to go with Miami. I don't know, dude. I'm going to say C. No, give me New York. Mm-mm. No, Paris. They're going to Paris.
It was Paris.
They're going to Paris.
Paris. There you
I got you.
All right. What item brought Frosty the Snowman to life? Remember the old Frosty the Snowman movie?
What is dildo nose?
No.
No, wait, no, you're right.
I'll give you
His
some
hat.
more. Yeah, okay, there you go. His old silk hat. There you go. Which NBA player has played the most Christmas Day games?
LeBron James.
No. Want me to give you some multiple choices?
Yeah.
Jordan,
Okay.
Patrick Ewing, LeBron James, or Kobe Bryant?
Give me Kobe.
Kobe for the win. You are correct.
Yeah.
What is the best-selling Christmas song of all time?
Ooh.
Here are your choices. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
It seems like it'd be that one, but
White Christmas by Bing Crosby. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer
by Rudolph.
by Rudolph. Or It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like... Oh, no, that's White Christmas. Never mind. Yeah, those three. We'll do with those.
I would say White Christmas, but it
Very
should be
good.
Mariah Carey. But it's
No,
probably
you're
White
right. It
Christmas.
is White Christmas. Very good. Okay. 3 of Santa's reindeers have names that start with the letter D. Name them.
Well, I would say it's Dasher,
Mm-hmm.
Dancer,
Mm-hmm.
Donner.
Very good. Look at you. Man.
And on my flu game. I'm
The
on
flu game coming through.
in the clutch.
All right, this is especially for you. The Aloha Bowl was played on Christmas Day. Name one of the two teams. Name one of the two teams that played at the very first Aloha game or Aloha Bowl in 1982.
Is it the Rainbow Warriors? Are they one of them? Okay.
One of the two. I will give you a hint. One of these teams is in the current playoffs this year.
I'm gonna go with Washington.
Very good. Washington beat Boomer and Maryland in 1982.
There you go.
From what country does the poinsettia plant originate from?
Mexico.
Very good. Man, you are short for 3.
I'm telling you, bro.
Man.
Just gave a little Russell push off and just pulled up. man.
What was the first company that used Santa Claus in their advertising?
Sears.
You want to give me some choices?
Yeah.
Coca-Cola,
Okay.
M&M's, Chips Ahoy.
Man, you know what? My initial thought would be Coca-Cola, but I think it might be M&M's. Is it Coca-Cola?
It is Coca-Cola.
Ah, see, I trusted my gut, bro.
Yep.
Okay, I was thinking M&M's, but it makes sense. Coca-Cola.
Name the NBA head coach who got his 1,000th career win on Christmas Day.
It's got to be Greg Popovich. Hold on. The Zen Master.
Bill Jackson. Correct. He won his 1,000th game on Christmas Day in 2008.
I remember that.
In the song 12 Days of Christmas, what gift was given on the 7th day? On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
7 geese a laying. No, wait. 7 turtle doves. No, wait. 7 golden rings. 7 Bro, I don't know. I can't remember that song.
7 swans a swimming. 7 swans a swimming.
7 swans a swimming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look.
Last two. The movie Miracle on 34th Street is based on a real-life department store. Name the store.
Macy's.
Very good, man.
Bro.
All right, here it is, Jordan. 5 seconds left. Last shot. The
Oh,
championship
man.
game of the first Diamond Head Classic was held on Christmas Day 2009. Which team became the tournament's first champion?
What?
There's your multiple choice. Is it A, USC, B, Kansas, C, UNC, or D, Texas?
Oh, man.
The championship game of the first Diamond Head Classic was held on Christmas Day 2009. Who was the very first championship?
Is it UNC? Or USC? I think it's USC.
And you come through with the clutch, my friend. You are correct. It's USC.
My God.
Very
Oh.
good. Look at
I'm
you.
on fire.
You're on fire. It's fantastic.
Right.
It's
Tremendous score.
Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Well, as we know, this week is probably going to be your office party. So, this is how I feel like some of the Christmas parties.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Kiss my ass. Kiss his ass. Kiss your ass. Happy Hanukkah.
And we can't forget it is Happy Hanukkah time. So, Happy Hanukkah to all the Jewish people out there. And here's a little song for you.
Veronica, it's time to celebrate Hanukkah. I hope I get a harmonica on this lovely, lovely Hanukkah. So drink your gin and tonica, but don't smoke marijuana. If you really, really wanna have a happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. And if just don't be Smokey Robinson and don't know what Hanukkah really is.
Shit.
To wish you happy Chanukah. I have no idea what Chanukah is, but happy Chanukah because they said so. Anyway, God bless you, babe, and enjoy Chanukah.
Jeez, bro.
Chanukah.
It's close. I think you nailed it.
Wow.
I must have the wrong house.
And these Christmas commercials are getting crazy.
Oh, I missed you so much. They waited up all night for you, you know.
It's a long way from West Africa. Oh, coffee.
Kiss here.
I brought you something from far away.
Really? Oh.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
Oh.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Oh boy, that was a cringeworthy one. That was a brother coming home, and well, anyways. And before we leave, some good inspiration from our very own president of the United States.
By the way, the same stable genius that said the biggest problem we had in the Revolutionary War is we didn't have enough airports. Whoa.
What?
What the hell?
And I'm going to leave you with this dad joke of the day. Keith, why is Dwayne Johnson the only man that can turn lesbians?
Why?
Because rocks beat scissors.
Oh, Jesus, bro. That's enough. Cut it out. Terrible. I want to apologize to the lesbian community.
Do you smell what the rock is cooking?
Oh, man.
I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show, listening, and appreciate you guys. As always, go ahead and check out our social medias out there. Like us on YouTube. Remember, the giveaway is still going on. If we get 100 subscribers on YouTube, I will draw a name out of the hat, and that person will win a jersey of their choice. Remember that, folks. A jersey of your choice. But we have to hit that 100 subscriptions on YouTube. So make sure to go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to the 100. So someone out there will win a free jersey of their choice. Once again, thank you guys for always tuning in and listening, and hopefully that we guys that we entertain you guys in somewhat fashion. But, you know, want to thank, of course, Jerry coming on. Baby Luca for coming on. Fantasy Football God, of course. And Radical Rick and Liberal Larry. I can't wait to see an update on how that went. Hopefully Larry doesn't get lost out there to Radical Rick's compound, as he said.
Yeah.
That should be interesting. But nonetheless, thank you guys once again for joining us. And Keith, anything else before we head out?
I think we've said a mouthful today.
You pulled it through, Jordan. You pulled it through. You pulled it through. I'm impressed. This is going to be the Keith Flu show, as I'm going to name this. Go get you some Gatorade. Go hydrate and send us on home, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in to another freaking sweet episode of the Sports Bros.
And never ever forget, guys, you can't run, but you can't hide, unless you're Baby Luca and some breast milk. I don't know. That was weak.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time. Adios.
We out.